We covered Idris Elba completely shredding the Hollywood woke agenda in this epic interview that he did recently, but today we have to talk about the insane backlash that he is facing from wokesters across the entire internet and from Hollywood elites who are not happy with the fact that a black man decided to think independently and think outside of the Hollywood agenda, which is exactly what we're going to be covering today, because this is exactly what Idris Elba was getting at when he was talking about this in this interview. So this is what he had to say in that interview. Idris Elba rejects identity politics, reveals he no longer refers to himself as a specifically black actor. I don't want to be the first black, I'm the first Idris. And this is something that we've seen a lot of different black actors come forward to talk about. You know, Idris Elba, Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington. But apparently the elites can't stand the fact that these men are stepping forward to think outside of the box that has been given to them by Hollywood. So let's get into some of the outrage that is going on today with some of the backlash that he is facing. Actress Idris Elba hits back at critics after rejecting black actor label. Esteemed actor Idris Elba has come under fire for his recent remarks that he would no longer like to be known as a black actor and wants his talents appreciated irrespective of his skin color. I stopped describing myself as a black actor when I realized it put me in a box that was created for him by the woke agenda. We've got to grow. Our skin is no more than that. It's just skin. Rant over. Mic drop from Idris Elba. And like I said, in response to this, a lot of wokesters are completely losing their minds over the fact that Idris Elba dared to think outside of the narrative that they want him to think in. Idris Elba's call to discard racial essentialism ignited criticism. Of course it did. Kelly Terrell, a screenwriter who has collaborated with Blumhouse and Amazon Studios, claimed that Elba's comments were made with selfish intent. How dare he think for himself? This is absolutely ridiculous. There's no innocuous way that black folks in Hollywood like Idris, Terry Crews, etc. play the good colorblind Negro to have individual success, Terrell tweeted. Like this, if this isn't racist, then I don't know what is. This is absolutely insane. If a Republican tweeted something like this about, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey or Whoopi Goldberg, the internet would be in total outrage over what they are saying. Political analyst Misha Cross tweeted that Idris took a dangerous path with his comments. He's so dangerous for thinking for himself. On Saturday, Elba took to Twitter to clarify his comments from the Esquire UK interview, claiming that he hasn't disavowed his racial identity, but doubled down that he doesn't want his race being affected with how he's viewed in his profession. There isn't a soul on this earth that can question whether I consider myself a black man or not, Elba added. Being an actor is a profession, like being an architect. They're not defined by race. This is something that we absolutely need to applaud, because Idris Elba is not bending the knee to all of the backlash that he is currently facing for thinking for himself. This is the way forward. This is how we defeat the woke agenda, is by rejecting them, by not bending the knee to their nonsense. I saw this headline, okay, that said, now woke biologists claim systemic racism is driving animals out of deprived areas as they are ditching poor ethnic neighborhoods in favor of wealthier white districts. And I read this and I was like, wait a second, there's a big problem with this. And then this is what I said in response. Always interesting how wokesters automatically associate poor with minorities and rich with white. This is exactly what they continue to do time and time again. And it's so insane the amount of backlash that people like Idris Elba face when they dare think for themselves outside of the narrative that is prescribed to them by wokesters. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.